Today's show is brought to you by Junk2 Racing.
I try to put the front cover on, the front cover doesn't line up. And it takes me about 30 minutes to realize, like, this motherfucker.
Hey, I'll stop fucking making fun of you when you admit that you're running my shit. Because I used to see all their shit, like, all those years were out. I used to see all the stuff that, like Miller would send me pictures. Look at these motherfuckers. They got rags covering your shit. You know, as early as when Jake was running that. It's like, oh, well, there's a reason why I trademarked that colorway.
I think he got upset when I think it was a BMF 5. He sent you back to BMF 5. I think you sent it to him. He sent the can back or something. Didn't work or whatever.
Miller?
I know, I'm talking about...
I sent him a BMF 5. Maybe Miller sent him a BMF 5. Miller's not an engine guy. Come on. Like, I love the boy, but he's not an engine guy.
You're my boy, Blue!
He's a drive-by guy. He's fascinated with the clutch.
Yes, he is.
Fascinated with the torque converter. You're part of the recipe.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a pretty cool shit coming with that.
Oh, I know. You know? Well, like, it's funny. People used to think Miller and I hated each other. We like led people on that for at least a year of like, that motherfucker. We're just like laughing. Like behind the scenes. Things aren't as what they seem on the surface. You know? I definitely don't like, it's funny because I see you and all of your Jamie Marsh fanboys, your stands, you know? They don't know.
They know.
They just looking for the guy to cheer on.
That's it. They just know that at least they don't bullshit them. There's no hidden agenda. I'm not selling the...
That's good. That's a start. Right? Anybody ever leave? Like, oh, like, fall out with Jamie. Now I'm on the tail nuts or I'm on the nuts. No? Nobody ever fucking bailed out me like that. Your group's just getting bigger.
It just gets bigger. Their guys leave and come to me because they know that, again, there's no hidden agenda.
Yeah.
I'm not leading them astray.
Yeah, you're not like selling them parts necessarily to make money. You're definitely not in the cam business.
I don't sell shit. I don't sell my parts. I can. I just don't do it because I'm racing for my own reason. I'm still a racer.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, we'll tune, we'll do what we need to do, but a lot of people don't know. I still have a 9 to 5. I still work.
I do too. I got weather bike. It just happens to be here.
We just do this shit for fun. I just like fucking up 5-year plans and...
Well, I like that too. I like fucking up 10-year plans.
Watching the industry sort of...
Cringe
and move in the direction of whatever we want it to move in.
So that means you're a cannibal troll. Junior. You know, if you're baiting trolls to come in, just fight it. Just bite the hook. Just bite the hook.
I played nice. Like I said, I played nice. And then you realize that everyone's not your friend. Yeah, these
not if they race against you.
That's what I've learned. And again, you have their company in best interest in mind. And in the end, ego sort of overshadows a lot of that. And they can't stand to see, which again, it's mind-boggling to me, right? You would want your customers faster than you. You would want your customers to do awesome. The most money I've ever made as a tuner is when I've made my customers faster than me because they realize that you're not holding them back.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, no, I'm glad we did come back in and duke it out because I want everybody I'm racing against to be my customer. I don't want everybody I'm racing against to like not buy my shit, you know, because I'm the enemy. I don't want that. So it's sort of like, yeah, when the industry embraces the Junk2, my job's done. I can go out to pasture.
So this is the first time they're hearing this. You got to explain what Junk2 is.
Well, you know, I mean, when Skunk2 existed before the internet, right? And then when the internet was popular with the Honda Tech and you get all like the internet created just generations of knuckleheads. And knuckleheads have nothing better to do than make cool memes that roll off the tip of your tongue. And, you know, Junk2 was one of those things that we had to deal with in the early days of the internet. Well, now it's sort of like, okay, let's just take the word back completely. What are you going to say when the ultimate Junk2 vehicle is a half second faster? What does that make your vehicle? If the Junk2 is half second faster,
What does that make you?
like complete dog shit? Like, I don't know, right? When the internet goes crazy, business goes up for me. If you're gonna troll it, you're gonna make me rich. If you don't troll it, I'm trolling you. So the whole project Junk2, J2, so it's the Jamie 2, and it's the Junk2, is going to be like, let's combine forces. Let's show them the next level, right? I want to take any sting out of that word. I want any Junk2 reference online to be like the fastest car, right? Then if you want to search up the Junk2, hey, you got to wade through the fact that it's the fastest car, right? And if you ain't faster than Junk2, what does that make you? That's a simple question. If the Junk2 car whoops your ass and that car is junk, what is your car?
What is your car?
Steaming pile?
Steaming pile?
Crusty booger too?
Crusty booger too?
I don't know.
Do you see all the Junk2 t-shirts walking around?
Yeah, no, we're gonna make it a thing. We're gonna make Junk2 collectible, limited series Junk2 stuff. Because we could do it now. Acura's like, look, when the internet goes crazy, business goes up for me. So I want to put Junk2 out there, and you can decide if you want to fucking troll it. If you're going to troll it, you're going to make me rich. If you don't troll it, I'm trolling you. Right? Is that not the is Junk2 not the ultimate troll?
That is the ultimate troll.
You know, so we're essentially gonna put the ultimate troll team together, the ultimate cannibal troll team. The yellow guy, the black guy would make the ultimate chocolate banana.
It's it.
Look, I must say this. I deal with people, I deal with dumb people, I deal with smart people, I deal with engineers, I deal with dumb engineers, I deal with smart engineers, right? I would not waste my time on somebody. Like I said, don't cast your pearls before swine. I would never have this conversation with a fanboy or a fanboy. I probably wouldn't even have this conversation with a Jamie fanboy. I can only have this conversation with a Jamie. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not wired a certain way, all the shit that I say just sounds like mad fucking shit talk. But if you got your science hat, you know I'm just a scientist. You're just a scientist. It's just an experiment. Everything is just an A/B experiment to find out what works the best, right? And then when you get more nuanced, you realize the combo is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you know, and everybody else is still thinking that's all A and B.
That's really it. And again, me not being the engine guy, I was always the tuner. Again, I put the trust and the engine side with external forces because in my mind, I wanted to just focus on the tuning side of it. And I thought that behind the scenes, my best interests were in mind for the engine side. So I never questioned it. I never wanted to learn it. But now, through these conversations, it's like every other day the light bulb goes off. It's like even rolling a can. You know, I thought it was like the end all. It's like, I'm going to fucking go and buy all these tools to roll the cam. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And then when doing it and hearing it in a way where you explain it, it's like, well, I'm a dumbass for thinking that this was
You're not a dumbass.
something, you know, more complicated than what it actually is. And then in turn, it makes me a better tuner.
Absolutely.
Because now I can be on the dyno and I've already known 3 different centers that I've already set this cam up to. And I already know changing it, at least the thought of what it's supposed to do, or, you know, where I'm moving the power band, or, you know, understanding that, again, the engine is just a big air pump, right? So the thought that, you know, this person put out this ITB and I needed this ITB, and the reality that the restriction isn't there. 90% of all the shit that we're chasing now is all cam time. And it's like, these guys just don't have it right.
Well, the restriction's the head, right? So We'll just leave it at that. The restriction's the head. So putting better and better cams in the head that won't flow ain't going to do anything. And if your head flows 450 CFM and you put these cams in and you're not making more power, either it's not set up right or you're not flowing that up. Right? So like the camshaft is a revolving door for the big hallway of air to pass through, right? Your camshaft has to be able to accommodate the flow on both ends of it, because you're controlling the opening and closings of the intake and exhaust. And then you have, what do you have? What's the intake port? It's just the passageway to the door. That's it, Well, the bigger the door, the more people you can get through it. With the more air particles, there's more fuel particles, whatever you're looking at. You need a big door, right? And then the door has to be open long enough, and the door has to be open at the right time in order to optimize the wave scavenging or the inertial scavenging, whatever else going on in the engine. So if you're going faster on BMF stuff and everybody else has access to the same stuff, you're flowing more, your tuning's better. The funny thing is like people forgot the main basic things. Like, how do you get more air in? How do you get more air out?
A lot of people were talking shit, calling it Junk2, but in reality, if you look at the industry as a whole, everybody's running this shit.